Hi there. If you're watching this on YouTube, or you're wanting to watch any of my content on my channel, or both for that matter, I would strongly recommend hitting the subscribe button and comment and like on any videos if you may wish, because this is a general audience channel. Also, this video is not made for kids, it is for older fans and adults alike. So please sit back and enjoy the video. A Lady's Return. Written and told by July Leonard. A week had passed after the Soda Airport and Timoth sheds were completed, and all the steam engines and diesel engines were back to their usual jobs. Diesel 10 was accepted into the NWR fleet, despite being Thomas's archenemy and best frenemy, and Emily was happy to be in the company of Thomas, Percy, Toby, Edward, James, Henry, and Gordon, despite that she missed being at Knapford's sheds. But one day, there was one thing Thomas never told her about. Thomas decided to visit Timoth's sheds on a special occasion from Farquhar. It had been another long day on the branch line with his coaches, Annie and Clarabelle. "Evening, Thomas," said Emily. "How was another day's run on the branch line?" "Oh, just the natural passenger runs," yawned Thomas. "Anyhow, I think I forgot to tell you about one dream that I had the other day." "What dream?" Emily asked. "The dream that I had," began Thomas, "was about me seeing Emily again, and Rusty was—" "Who's Emily?" Emily interrupted. "She's a lively purple and gold tank engine," Thomas explained. "But I think it's getting late. We should all get some sleep. Maybe I'll introduce you to her when we get the chance. How's that?" "Fine," said Emily. And with that, the two engines went happily to sleep. The next day, when Thomas had finished his day's work and decides to invite Emily to somewhere special, they went off the main line and onto the Kirk Ronan branch line. Then they were nearing an old set of buffers that Thomas recognized before. "Howdy, partner," said a tumbleweed. "Who's the green gal with ya?" "Here we go, Emily," exclaimed Thomas. "Better brace yourself for an impact." And so they went through the buffers, and they found themselves on a strange-looking railway. It has green fields surrounded by mountains and shavings of magic. And there, puffing and chuffing towards Thomas and Emily, was a small reddish purple and gold tank engine who Thomas recognized before. "Lady!" he exclaimed. "I'm so happy to see you again." "I'm so happy to see you again too, Thomas," replied Lady. "Welcome back." She then noticed Emily right behind Thomas. "Who's that dark green engine with you?" she asked. "Lady, this is Emily," replied Thomas. "Lady? Emily, this is Lady, the engine I mentioned last night." "Hello, Lady," said Emily. "Hello, Lady. Hello, Emily," Lady replied. "I met Thomas once." "Lady, can you show us around the magic railroad, please?" "Easier said than done, Thomas," came a polite reply, and off the three engines set. Lady, Thomas, and Emily went through the buffers and into a mountain where Thomas also recognized before. "Welcome to Muffle Mountain, you two," said Emily, as they halted. Then a familiar-looking man walked down from Lady's cab and walked to the other two engines. "Hello, Thomas," he said. "Long time no see. Burnett Stone! Thomas exclaimed with surprise. I haven't seen you in 5 years. Emily, he continued, this is Burnett Stone. Burnett, this is Emily. Hello, Burnett, said Emily. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Same to you too, Emily, Burnett Stone replied. Just then they heard familiar voices. Grandpa! Burnett Stone, they said. Everyone looked, and there were 2 familiar faces Thomas recognized before. Hello, Lily. Hello, Patch, Burnett Stone greeted. Thomas introduced them to Emily. Then Burnett and Lady went on telling stories about how Lady crashed and brought back to life and how Thomas saved her from Diesel 10. Emily told them how she accidentally took Thomas's coaches, Annie and Clarabelle, and how she earned her own coaches by saving Oliver from certain disaster. Thomas then told Lady about his dream, of which she was in along with Rusty. Who's Rusty? Lady asked. He's a diesel, Thomas explained. But don't worry, he's quite nice. By the time they finished their stories, the sun was setting. I think it's getting late, Burnett Stone noted. We should all get some rest. Agreed, replied Thomas, and with that, all 3 engines were asleep. The next morning, Thomas asked Burnett Stone if Lady can come with he and Emily back to Sodor, to which Burnett agreed. They, along with Emily, Lily Stone, and Patch, soon went through the buffers and arrived back on Sodor. Thomas and Emily showed Lady and Burnett Stone the sights of Sodor and introduced them to more of their friends, including Rusty, who was also in Thomas's dream. The rest of the steam team at Tidmouth and the Fat Controller were even very happy to see Lady again. Lady worked hard all day pulling coaches and trucks, shunting, and breakdown duties. She worked so hard that the Fat Controller was very pleased with her. Would you like to be a new member of my railway? He asked. You could be a new addition to Thomas's branch line. No, thank you, sir, Lady objected in a polite manner. Although I do prefer life on Muffle Mountain and the magical life on my railway, though, I don't mind visiting here on special occasions now and then, she continued. Well, that's a privilege, replied the Fat Controller. Farewell, my friends, and you too, Thomas and Emily, said Lady, and with that she blew her whistle, and off she set, with her driver Burnett Stone, his granddaughter Lily, and her boyfriend Patch back to the Magic Railroad. She had a wonderful time on Sodor and hoped to come back again.